Well, we came out to the old 125, which is back in the pit here, to load a load on a day or so ago, and Victor fired up the loader, and it's leaking from right around the transmission filter. So we're going to change that, then we're going to fire it up. Key's coming along here with the top kick anytime. We'll get that loaded up, and yeah, so let's get after this first. Oh, something very strange I just came across. Victor came across one down there. We thought it was a mud wasp nest. We broke it open to get rid of it, and it's spiders. So we have no idea what kind of spider that is. Does anyone know what kind of spider builds a mud nest? They're all dead, whatever happened to them. And these ones down here are bright yellow. But yeah, that's kind of creepy. Anyways, if anyone knows what that is, we'd love to know what those are called. But yeah, anyways, back to our regularly scheduled program. Squirrel. There we go. Filtre. All right, Victor just installing the new seal, which is what failed and caused the leak in the first place. Not that it's going to hurt to change that filter anyway.
The other one had some schmoo.
Yes, it did.
Haha. Dented filter.
Dented filter. Perfect.
Say it.
You better know it. Perfect.
Oh, I'm tangled up in the fence wire.
Oh, I'm stuck.
Might as well make it spring loaded too, right?
Might as well. It's gonna be much easier.
I'll try that.
Perfect. Well, let's fire it up, see if it leaks. We will start and process. Just filling it up here. As you can imagine, it was a little bit low from leaking. We might need more because it was a pretty bad leak there for a little bit. Victor's just going to check the level here.
I think that's good, actually.
Oh, nice. Well, we're running around for a few minutes and we'll check it again. Perfect. That'll do. That's in the full. All right, we'll throw the floorboard back on. Just trying to get some fluid moving.
Kind of stupid, because that's on the pressure side.
Yeah. Alright, let's see what the old girl wants to do. We'll let her warm up a few more minutes there and try to dig into this pile, get a load ready for when he shows up with the dump truck. Well, there's Key with the dump truck. Hadn't got a chance to do anything just yet, but that's all right. We'll back him in here and we'll get him loaded. Perfect. Well, let's see if we can get a load on him. good load. All right, truck's loaded up, headed on the way out. We might as well check that filter, see if it's still holding, or the seal rather. Looking good, staying dry. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, we have that still dripping, yeah. That's been dripping from day one though, it just wasn't as bad as the other side.
I have the kit for it.
Oh, we have the seal kit for it, right, okay, we might as well take that off sometime. But we're not gonna do that right now, because it's still all right. Just gonna check the old oil level again. Well, transmission level. It actually uses the 1030 oil, but
Oh, she sucked her down again.
yeah, she sucked it down. But that's why you run it and then you check it again. So we'll top that back up, no problem. Victor just dumping the big pail into a more manageable size there. He's just filling up that 5-liter jug again. It's easier to try to not spill oil all over the place. So that's a good idea by him.
Giggity.
Perfect. Good to go. Well, Key's just gone to dump that load. He's not going too far, so while we wait for him, Victor's going to play around on the loader a little bit and get another pile set up for him. But he likes it just as much as I do, so let's let him do that. Well, I was just on the other side of the truck for a second there, answering the call in nature. But Victor jumped on the loader, revved it up, and then turned, went to take his first scoop out of the pile, and she just did a bit of spitting and sputtering and died. So that's a fantastic sign. So let's look into that real quick. Well, we're hoping it's the fuel filter, so we're going to pull that off, get the numbers off it, and change it. Because actually, we haven't put a fuel filter on it. So that makes sense. So that may be a little bit of neglect on our part. So luckily for us, in Victor's words, he said, well, at least I left it in a good position to get to the fuel filter. He's not wrong. So that was the air blade screw on there, and as you can see when we took it out, or when Victor pulled it out, there was quite a few bubbles came out of there, which would seem to indicate that the fuel filter is clogged. So we'll get some numbers and I guess a quick trip to Napa.
Lots of fuel to them.
Yep, lots of fuel to them. Not a lot of fuel after them.
These both should be the same filter, and both of the numbers are right in a nice convenient spot.
Good.
Are we up? Oh, there we go. Hey Cole, shut the fuel off before you take the filter off though.
That is great advice. You should definitely do that. All right, well, no problem. That's just maintenance. So that's okay. So we're going to pull those off, and like I said, we'll have to do a quick trip to Napa, go and get some new ones of those. For now, I'll have to message my truck driver and tell him he'll have to go somewhere else to grab some fill for the job he's trucking to, because there's no use him sitting around for the next hour waiting for us. And yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, no, those look good. I wonder what's wrong with that. Yeah, that is definitely a little bit of neglect on our part, so.
It's technically empty.
Oh, yeah, it is pretty low. The primary was plugged, basically solid. So that is our secondary one, and it's pretty. It's not as full as it should be.
I think that was put on there in the 70s.
Probably. And since we're going to Napa anyways to get filters, we might as well pull off the oil filter. Well, we'll get the number for the oil filter anyways, so that we can give it an oil change. Then it should be good to go. Also, since the air filter is from June of '76, we're going to pull that out and put a new one of those on too. Then we should have just about every filter changed on it, which probably, in hindsight, should have already been done. But we did want to make sure the loader was actually going to function and nothing major was going to blow out of it. But now that we're fairly confident that it is still a good, strong old piece of equipment, we'll give it a good service. And the inner filter is also from July of '70. So I guess we should probably just go ahead and change that as well. Well, it's the next day because Napa didn't actually have anything in stock. We had to order them, but they got them here overnight, so that's good. Here comes Victor with the top kick. So once we get this going, we'll get a load on him, and then he can truck it over to the site. But yeah, anyways, here's our box of goodies here. So let's get them thrown on, see if this will fire back up. Okay, we got the new fuel filters on. We're gonna see if she fires up. Well, that's a good sign. And yes, we did fill the fuel filters when we put them on there. So yeah, we'll let that warm up for a few minutes and we'll see if Victor can get a load on. And we are going to give it an oil change and stuff, but Victor wants to borrow it this weekend. He's got a couple things around his house he'd like to move. So this is not far from his house, it's the closest machine. So he's going to take it home and he'll do an oil change on it and stuff there. But it will get done. But anyways, let's see if she'll throw a load on. That's a very hard clay material, so it's difficult to dig into. But the loader's doing quite well. right, perfect. That's a good load. So Victor's gonna take that to site, dump it, and I think he's gonna have to come back for one more, but we'll see. I've gotta go start baling hay. So anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching.